Hey crafty people, it's Tasha, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm taking part in Altenew's Dreams Come True May 2022 release video hop. Oh my goodness. So in the release video I talked about stamp layering and today I want to talk about stamp layering en masse. When you want to create loads and loads of the same image that's got multiple layers and some tips and tricks on the best way to go about that. So this is the Teacher's Rule stamp set. You've got a pencil and an apple. You've got various stamps that go together to create those images. So to start with, I've made myself a little base. I'm not sure what word I should be using. But basically I cut the pencil and the apple from an A2 piece of cardstock, which I've then put into place in my MISTI using a sticky mat, and that's going to help hold it in place. Then I went on a mass cutting and die cut loads of the pencils, loads and loads and loads, because it's so much easier and quicker to die cut when you haven't got to line that die up to anything. You're just cutting just wherever. That's so much easier to do than trying to stamp them all and then die cut them afterwards. So basically, yeah, that's my tip. Die cut first, stamp after. But if you make yourself a little base here that you can use over and over again, that makes it so much easier to stamp them all, because you've just got to get that stamp in place once and then you can just stamp away. So I'm making 2 cards here that I wanted loads of pencils for. I actually ended up with 3 cards at the end of it, but I wanted to make some crayons first, so I'm making rainbow coloured crayons. So at this point I am stamping different colours down for each one, so I'm working my way through the rainbow. So that does take a little bit longer. But as we get past that and we get to the pencils that I just want all to be exactly the same, it's just so quick and easy to do this. You haven't got to move the stamp, you haven't got to move anything in your MISTI, just pop that die cut in place and then I'm just using my tool and one there to pop it out again. And it's so easy and simple. So we're on the purple, so this is our last of our rainbow pencils. So now I'm going to start stamping the yellow ones. And yeah, obviously this is sped up. It's not this quick, realistically. I don't want to pretend that it is, because it's really not. But it's just much quicker than if I had to line up all of the dies around each of those. That would just be a nightmare. So there's 2 stamps to create the barrel of the pencil, then you've got the tip, and then there's like an eraser rubber on the end. So I'm just going to work my way through all of those. As I said, this is a video hop to celebrate the Dreams Come True collection release. Yay! We are May 2022. How has that happened? How is it May? How? Anywho, because this is a hop, obviously Altenew are very generously sponsoring, so I will have the link to the next person on the hop, as well as all of the information for the prizes and how you can be in with a chance to win in my description below, so please do check it out. Also, if you're interested in any of the products that you can see me using in this video, then I will also have affiliate links below. I really appreciate anyone that does use those links when you shop. It doesn't cost you anything extra, and it just gives me a little bit of payment to help support my channel. So I just chopped out strips of cardstock the same width as all of these pencils, and added one behind each one just to give it a little bit more stability. So now I'm going to start with the rainbow ones. Now I did stamp the yellow crayon with a yellow lead, and then I must have put it back with all the other yellows, so I then stamped it in the grey that I'd done for the other ones for the graphite. And I was a bit, and I thought I was going to have to line them all up again, but I decided not to, and I just I got away with it, you'll see. So now I'm going to make like a repeating background of all of these yellow standard pencils. So I'm just going to position each one, and these are like the perfect width to go across an A2 card. So I'm adding each of them and just sort of positioning them differently so that they look kind of random, but just doing one on each line. Again, I have put strips of cardstock behind all of these just to help secure them a little bit more. So I get to the top there and just add one, and then I start to cut off the bits that go over, and then I move them and add them onto the same line because I thought this was genius. I was so happy when this worked out because they are, the right length to fit that size card. I just chop off anything that goes over the edge and then move it and put it at the start of the line that I chopped it off from. So each row is just one pencil, and that makes things so much easier and so much quicker than if I had been trying to cover the whole of each line straight away. I really hope that I'm making sense, and I'm very animated in how I talk and I'm gesticulating away, but I'm hoping that it makes sense on your end. You can tell I was really excited about how it worked out. So I trimmed that little bit off the top, and then look at that, it's brilliant, love it. I actually had a pencil left over, so I decided to, I made one apple, and I'm adding 2 layers of cardstock behind the apple, and I've got the 1 layer behind the pencil, and I'm just going to add those together. So I love this sort of swirly, swoopy teacher font, so I stamped and die cut that twice, and then for this sort of extras card that I managed to make, I used the more sort of blocky script for teacher, and then added one of the wonderful sub-sentiments underneath it. I love it because now I've got 3 teacher cards already ready, which makes me happy. So I've stamped sub-sentiment onto my rainbow pencils, and then I'm going to add the teacher die cut word, and it's going to cover that grey lead in the rainbow. Brilliant. I added a little sentiment strip to that full background just to complete that sentiment, and then I've added lots of different multicoloured gems that match the colours from the card. So I've got some yellow and reddy pink ones for that where I've got a pencil and an apple. I made sure that I put colours from the whole rainbow for this rainbow pencils one, and then I added yellow gems all over the 3rd card. And yeah, I love these cards and I'm really happy with them. So I hope that the tips that I've shared today help you. If you have any questions at all, then please do give me a shout. If you aren't already subscribed, I'd love it if you'd please consider it. I am approaching 1,000 and it would make my year to hit that milestone. Don't forget to hop over to the next person in the hop, leave a comment below for your chance to win one of the gift cards that Altenew has very generously sponsored. I hope that you have a lovely, happy, safe and wonderful week. Stay crafty. Bye.